Today I want to show you a simple template that you can use to make your plate to lose fat and keep it off forever. Hey guys, this is Praneeth and that's my buddy Athar. At Desi Squats, we help NRI Indians in America lose fat and gain some muscle. Hope you enjoy our boring content and stick with it. Jumping into today's topic, I'm going to talk about a simple template that you could use to decide that if any plate that you're making is healthy or not during your diet. Here are the 5 conditions you have to meet to make a plate healthy. Number 1, low calorie. What do I mean by that? That depends, that varies for gender, that varies for how much your body weight is, that varies for how much your activity is, etc., etc. But for the sake of argument, let's take a 140 lb woman here trying to eat 1500 calories per day to lose weight. And she's eating 3 meals, so that's 500 calories for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, for her, low calorie may be something around 500, like we said. Now, condition number 2, does the plate have enough protein in it? I would say a minimum of 20 gram protein, but it would be ideal if you can increase it up to 40 gram per meal. The reason for that, and I'm sure you have heard a million times, and this is a million and 1th time, that protein helps you lose weight. The way it does is protein helps keep your tummy full. When you have your tummy full, you're not tempted to eat any unhealthy foods, high calorie unhealthy foods. When you do that, you lose fat. So protein indirectly helps you lose fat. And also it directly helps you gain muscle because protein gives you all the amino acids which are the building blocks to build some muscle. Now, condition number 3, do you have fiber on your plate? Fiber, again, just like protein, helps you keep your tummy full, and that helps you indeed not be tempted for any unhealthy foods. That way, again, indirectly, you lose fat. Now, condition number 4, is your plate minimally processed? When I say this, I mean, does the plate have low amounts of sugar and salt and low amounts of these high fructose corn syrup? All of these ingredients which can make all these foods more palatable and you can't stop eating. So if your plate is minimally processed, then you could eat and stop at any point. Now, condition number 5, is it tasty? When I say this, it's a subjective thing. I ask, is it tasty for you? Because if you find those foods tasty, you could stick with that diet for a long time. This guy, for example, likes besan chilla during his diet, and I don't like it. I don't have to include it in my diet because I can stay with that for a long time. That guy, on the other hand, can stick with it for a long time, so good for him. So it's individual, so find the foods that you like. So again, repeating the 5 conditions. Number 1, low calorie. Number 2, high protein. Number 3, high fiber. Number 4, minimally processed. And number 5, tasty for you.
Now, let's take a few examples to understand how you can use this thing into practical purpose. Let's say you have a classic Indian food. You have 200 grams of rice or a couple of chapatis with some sort of curry, say rajma, chole, paneer, chicken, whatever. Number 1, is it low calories? Definitely, it's got less than 500 calories. Is it high in protein? Yes. Does it has fiber? No. Is it minimally processed? Yes, definitely. Is it tasty? Yeah, I can live off it throughout my life. Now, you need to add fiber to this plate. What you can do is you can add either a bowl of carrots, lettuce, any sort of vegetable, cucumber, or any green veggie that you like. If not, you can also add a bowl of fruit after the meal. That will be a dessert plus there will be fibers in your meal. Perfect.
Yeah. Now, example number 2. Let's take Chipotle, for example, popular American fast food chain. And let's see if you can meet all these 5 conditions in a meal at Chipotle. Now, first of all, I don't recommend you going for a burrito. Instead, go for a bowl because the big tortilla in a burrito itself is 300 calories. So it's an easy way to avoid those extra calories. So now let's say you pick the chicken bowl or a tofu bowl or steak bowl. Let's see if it meets the 5 conditions. Number 1, is it low calorie? Unless you add some high amounts of queso or high amounts of cheese, you can actually make a pretty good meal in 500-600 calories at Chipotle. Number 2, does it have protein? Like I said, chicken, steak, tofu, many options, grilled meats where you can easily get good enough of protein in low calories. Number 3, does it have fiber? Just add some lettuce, some fajita veggies and corn, and you have good amount of fiber in your meal. Number 4, is it minimally processed? Surprisingly, Chipotle is pretty healthy. Number 5, is it tasty? Ask any college kid or an office going person. They love Chipotle on a regular basis and they eat Chipotle most of the day. So it's healthy and you can easily make a healthy plate at Chipotle.
Let's take an example of a classic Indian breakfast now. For my Hyderabadi brothers, this same principles apply to idli or dosa as well. For now, I'm considering poha or upma. Now, are they low in calorie? Definitely. They have less than 500 calories. Are they high in protein? Unfortunately, no. Are they good with fibers? Yes, but you need to add some veggies to it. Are they minimally processed? Definitely. 2 thumbs up for that. Now what can I do to make this a healthy or complete balanced breakfast? I can add a Greek yogurt to it, or I can slap in any good high protein drink from Costco or a scoop of whey protein. Now I know it sounds a little ridiculous to have whey protein along with your poha, but what you can do instead is that you can take a little bit of whey protein before the meal so that you don't need a lot of poha to make yourself feel content and satisfied.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd combination, but a small cup of poha with a side of protein shake later, or a couple of dosas with minimal chutney and a side of protein shake or a Greek yogurt later on. This way you can just make that balanced meal, Unfortunate, but all these favorite foods of ours don't have much protein in it. What can we do? So here's an option we are giving. So you could keep your foods that you're eating, and also you could balance it with some other easy available options. So that's an easy way to get a balanced, healthy diet and still lose weight on that. Now, I can still hear those voices from the camera of people asking, वो biryani को भी healthy बनाओ यार, भगवान तुम्हारा भला करे. Unfortunately, no. Even best coaches like us have limits. We cannot wave a magic wand and make biryani healthy. Let's see, for the sake of a fun argument here. See, if biryani meets these 5 conditions, is it low calorie? No, man. Lots of oils, lots of calories, lots of carbs. Number 2, does it have high protein? Even the popular chicken and goat biryanis they don't have too much protein in it, unfortunately. Like for every 1,000 calories of biryani, barely you're getting 200 calories in protein, best case scenario. That's not a lot. Number 3, does it have fiber? Yeah, again, no, you don't see vegetables or anything sneaked into biryani much. Number 4, is it minimally processed? I don't know, man. You buy it from these popular biryani stores outside. I don't know what kind of oils they use, what kind of foods, ingredients they use. So I wouldn't say minimally processed. Number 5, is it tasty? This one condition, man, I promise you, it satisfies very well. So 1 out of 5, not a good food. So don't opt for biryani when you're on diet, and usually who just eats biryani alone? You pair it with a nice chicken 65 and Coca-Cola and a nice rasmalai at the end. Adding all together, you should say goodbye to your diet for the week. So you cannot fit it into this diet. Okay. Now, while I'm on this topic, I'm going to suggest a simple alternative within 30 seconds. My wife makes this amazing chicken quinoa pulao or chicken rice pulao with rice or quinoa again as a base and some chicken breast, and which is marinated in all the biryani spices. It is not as good as chicken biryani, but I would say 70 to 80% it matches in taste. So that thing, you can fit it into the diet because you can add in vegetables, make it low calorie, protein rich, fiber rich, minimally processed, and tasty. So find these kind of alternatives to those kind of unhealthy foods. Okay.
Also, you need to get your priorities straight while dieting. Understand this. If you're on a diet, you can compromise on that 10 or 20% of the food or on that 10 or 20% of the taste. And also remember, taste is very essential. Like we mentioned earlier, if you don't like it, you won't be able to follow it for long. And if you won't follow it for long, it's very unlikely that it will show any results. Now, if you like this content, if this helped you any bit, please make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.